explaining you that only. First of all, we're going to see the function library again. Can anyone tell me where can we find the function library option?
Can I tell?
Yes, please go ahead, dear.
So we can find the function library on the formulas tab.
That is absolutely right, dear. We just have to
Yes,
come
sir,
to the
we can
formulas
find.
tab over here, and we can this
And in the
function
function
library.
library group.
That is absolutely correct, dear. We have got a full-fledged group named function library created over here, and there are 9 different parts in which this function library is bifurcated into. So whatever function you want to use, you can use it. Okay, by
And
clicking
there
on
was
this drop down, you can
and
find
there
out
was
all the functions.
and
Now
there
what
was
we have to do is, the way we have got function library, a collection of functions. The way you use function library, in the same way, we have another tab named insert function. Okay. How I see insert function as, I see it as a shortcut to access this function library. Okay. Now here in this function library, what is happening? We are able to see all the groups. The way we have different shells in our library, in which different books of different genres are stored. In the same way, in this function library, what is happening? We have got different parts, different tabs over here. Okay, in which we we can see the functions. These are the functions which are related to this maths and trigonometric part, right? So that's how, if we want to check out some function related to finances. So what I have to do is I have to come on this financial tab over here. And when I will click on this, automatically all the functions that I will get to see in this cascading menu, these functions are of finance related, right? These functions are related to financial things. Okay. Now, if we want to access this whole function library using a shortcut, so this insert function is a kind of shortcut for that. How can we use it? We just have to tap on this. We just have to click on this insert function button, and automatically a dialog box like this will appear. Now here
Yes, sir.
in this select a category option, when you'll click on this drop down, you will be able to see all the categories that you're seeing over here.
Yes, sir.
You will be able to see all the categories here. Now, if suppose you want to use some financial related functions, you just have to click on this, and you will be able to access all the functions related to this financial group. Similarly, if you want to access LCM and GCD function, if you remember we guys used LCM and GCD functions
In the previous
for
class,
calculating the LCM and HCF of different numbers in the last class. The same way, if you want to access LCM and GCD function, so what is the group that you need to select from here in this category? You need to select this maths and trig group, right? Because LCM and HCF are part of maths. They are
We have to
mathematical
select
operators. You need to select maths and trigonometric option.
maths and
Okay.
trigonometry
The
option.
way you used to, how can you access LCM and GCD in this function library? Pratham, can you please tell me how can you access LCM and GCD in this function library?
Sir, we will choose maths and trig option.
You will have to choose maths and trig option. No? Automatically a cascading menu will appear in which you will
Yes,
get
sir.
to see both the functions.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, insert function behaves as a shortcut for accessing function library. We have got insert function on this home tab also. Here, are you able to see this insert function over here? Okay, so you don't have to actually come on this data tab for formulas tab for accessing the function library. You can access all the inbuilt functions of Excel just by a single click. Okay, you just have to click on this tab, and automatically you'll come across a dialog box. A dialog box will appear. Now here in this category, you can select whatever category you want to select, and you will get to see all the functions related to that category here in this list. Hope you have understood this concept of function library and insert function. Is this clear to every one of you?
Sir,
And
I want to ask something.
yes, please go ahead.
Sir, how the computer exam will come?
Are we talking about that at present day? Are we talking about that? What is your name? What is
Sir
your name?
Bhavika.
Bhavika. Is this the right question that you have asked at this point of time? We are discussing something else and you're talking about something else. You want to answer about something else. A question of completely a different yawn. So now the only topic that we are remaining with in this formulas, in this chapter formulas and function, is type of errors. When we are working on Excel, we sometimes it happens that we come across some kind of errors. Now, what are the errors that we can expect to come across when we are working in a workbook or when we are working on Excel? That's what we are going to see. Now, for that, what you guys can do is you guys can open page number 71. Okay, so the formula errors is the topic
71.
that we are going to discuss now. Now,
Sir,
as
page
per
number 71.
it's page number 71. All the four kind of errors are given on page number 71. Okay. Now we are going to talk about the first error. If suppose I enter, let me just change the format of the cell first to numbers. Okay. Now, if suppose in this cell I enter a number like this. Now, as you can see here, the length of this number is uh, much more as in comparison to the length of this cell. Am I right? The length
Yes.
of this number is much more as in comparison to the width of the cell. Now, when I will press enter, what is going to happen? These hashes are going to get reflected on the in this cell. Now, this is a kind of error which occurs if the column is not having enough space to accommodate the value. Has
Okay.
everyone understood this thing?
Yes,
When
sir.
we come, when we will come across this kind of error, if suppose we enter a number, the length of which is much more, the length of which is greater than the width of the cell. So automatically, what's going to happen? We will these hash tags, these hash symbols are going to get reflected in this cell. Okay, and when we will come across this kind of error, this error occurs if the column is not having enough space to accommodate the value. Okay, now we are going to talk about the second kind of error. If suppose we are given with no, four different values. Okay, we are given with four different values in four different cells, and if you want to find out the sum of all these things in this cell. How can we do that? We just have to make use of this inbuilt function named sum. What we can do is we can select this cell first, and after that we can place a plus sign, then select this cell, place a plus sign, then select this cell, place a plus sign, and then select this cell and close the bracket. Now what is going to happen when we will press enter? So this is the error that we will come across. And why we have come across this error, why Excel has thrown this error. Can anyone tell me?
Sir, can I tell?
Yes, please go ahead, dear.
Sir, because the for the addition we use numbers, not the alphabets. So it
Excellent.
is.
What is going to happen? In this cell, in this D9 cell, what is happening? There is an invalid argument present over here. Okay, it's not a valid argument. So this kind of error, the value error occurs when the formula contains an invalid argument. If we pass an invalid argument in some formula, then we come across this error. The name of the error is value error. Okay. Now we are going to see the third type of error. If suppose I
Sir,
put
your screen is not showing.
it means that there is some network issue with your end.
नो सर मैं तो आपका स्क्रीन देख सकती हूँ.
I know that, dear, just because there is some network issue or
Oh.
it's not able to see the screen. So in that case, what you can do is either you try and turn off your camera. After that, try and check whether my screen is visible to you. In case it is not, so you can check out the recorded video of this session that I'm going to upload on my YouTube channel. Right? So what am I going to do now? I'm going to write down something like this. So, these arguments are perfectly fine. The values that I've given here, because sum is a function that can understand these things, these numbers, but it cannot understand this text, this string that I've defined over here. So what is going to happen when I will press enter? I will come across an error like this. Fine. Now, what is the difference between these two type of errors? Here, what has happened that I have used the cells for passing the parameters for this function, and there is one cell in which contains an invalid argument. So that is the reason I have come across this kind of error. Okay, and in this, what has happened? I have instead of referring to a cell, instead of using cell references, I have passed the values there. Okay, now in this, what is happening? If I will remove this now, automatically the error is going to get removed, and I will be able to get the sum of all the numbers, whatever numbers I have passed over here as an argument. But if I will pass something like this, which this sum function will not be able to understand. Now, what is the error that I'm going to get? I'm going to get this kind of error.
Hashtag.
Hope you have understood all the three kinds of errors that we have discussed till now.
Yes.
Now we are going to see
Yes, sir.
one more kind of error that we can expect to come across when we are working on Excel. Okay. Sorry. Can anyone tell me what will be the result if I will divide 0 by 3? If I divide, it will be 0. Okay?
0.
0 is the result that I'm going to get. If I will divide 0 by 23, what is the result I'm going to get?
0.
0. Let us just check that out whether you guys are right or wrong. So we are getting 0. Similarly, if we'll divide 0 by 78, then also we are going to get 0. If we will divide 0 by some other number, then also we are getting 0. So if we divide 0 by any number, okay, whether it is 3, 4, 5, 6, 65, any number, we are going to get the same result, that is 0. Now, what if I divide a number by 0? If I divide any number like 3 by 0, what is the result I'm going to get? Can anyone tell me?
Sir, can I tell?
Yes, please go ahead, dear.
Sir, 0.
Are you sure about it?
No, sir, meaningless.
Meaningless, absolutely right. Infinity is the answer that we are going to get. So what happens, Excel represents that Excel throws an error instead of giving us a meaningless result. It throws an error like this. If I will try to divide this 34 by 0, what is Excel going to throw as a result? It is going to show us this as a result. Now this is known as division by 0 error. Okay, so hope these all 4 errors
Sir,
are clear to
can
every
you
one of you.
explain the DIV?
DIV.
Sir, zero. Sir, can you explain the last error?
Last
I
error.
didn't understand.
See, beta, if suppose you are trying to divide any number by 0. Okay, so what is going to happen? We know that the answer of this, mathematically the answer of this is infinity or meaningless. Okay, what Excel is going to consider it as an error. So it is going to throw an error, instead of reflecting a result, a meaningless result, it is going to throw an error. And how the error is going to look like, what is the error Excel is going to throw? This is the error that Excel is going to throw. Okay, when we will try to divide some number by 0. So what is the name of this error? Div by 0, division by 0 error. Hope
Division
now
by
this thing is
attract
clear.
error.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes, Ikavira.
Sir, can you re-explain the difference between the value error and the name error?
Of course. In value error, what happened? We have got four different things in four different cells. Okay, here in these three cells, we have got three different numbers, and here in this fourth cell, I've got an alphabet. Now, this sum function works on numbers. It cannot understand alphabet. So for this sum function, beta, can you all please mute yourself? Some voice is coming from the background. It will be very kind of you if you can please mute yourself. So what happens, when I will try to pass this, and I will try to pass this invalid argument using a cell address over here in this cell for this function sum. So what is the error that I'm going to get? I'm going to get this value error. The Excel is going to throw this value error. Okay. Now in this, what has happened? I have not used any cell references. I have directly written down the values over here. Okay, I have passed the arguments, I have passed the values directly as arguments for this function. Now while doing that, what is the third argument that I've passed? I've passed a text, or you can say string over here as an argument. Now this sum function will be able to understand all these things. It will be able to understand that these are numbers, but it will not be able to process this part of the argument. So what is going to happen? It is going to throw an error, the name of which is name. It is going to throw a name error. Okay, it occurs if the formula is used incorrectly. And this
Sir,
error
can you
occurs,
explain first error?
yes, of course, dear, of course.
Sir, I didn't understand this error. Can you re-explain this?
Which error you didn't understand, dear? Which error did you understood? Let me just tell you about this error first. If suppose you enter a number in a cell, if suppose you enter a number like this in a cell, okay, and the length of this number, okay, the length of this number is greater than the length of this cell. So what is going to happen? Excel is going to throw this hash error. Okay, these hashes are going to get reflected over here in this cell. Find why these hashes are getting reflected, just because the column is not having enough space to accommodate the value. That is the reason we are seeing these hashes over here. Now, is there any other issue left?
No, sir.
Okay, if
No,
any
sir.
one of you is not able to understand any of these four errors, what he or
Sir,
she can do is he or she can check out the recorded video of this session that I'm going to upload on
sir.
my YouTube channel. Fine.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So I'm going to end this class now. And there was a student who was asking a question that how are you going to take the exam? So let me just
So,
clear
Thank you,
that
sir,
there will be
for
excuse me, sir,
teaching.
there will
that
be there will be two exams. One is a practical based activity test, and the second one is theoretical based. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an Google form. The way you have submitted your PT1 activity, in the same way you guys have to submit your PT2
PT2 activity.
practical activity also on that Google
Okay,
form.
sir.
Okay,
Okay, sir.
this is the first thing, and it will be of 20 marks. Fine, there will be two questions in that Google form, 10 marks each, of 10 marks each.
10
Fine.
marks
Now,
each.
what about theoretical? in the theory based exam, I will be giving you objective type questions. Okay, and I think there will be 20 objective type questions that I will be giving you. You can expect some subjective types also.
Sir,
It is not mandatory that I will give you objective types only. Okay, it is not
sir,
necessary.
sir, sir, there
So
are
please
only
let me
4.
finish my part first, and after that, I'll come to yours.
Sir,
So what I'm saying is, I'm going to give you 20 objective type questions, or you can say 10 or 15 objective type questions and some subjective type questions in your theory based paper, which is going to happen on 1st of September, right? And the questions will be from 2 chapters. I think all you all have the syllabus sheet with you, the date sheet and syllabus in which these two things are there.
There
Okay,
are
so there
four
will be
chapters given.
there are 4 chapters given. Two from the 2 chapters activity I will give. Okay, and from the 2 chapters I will prepare your theory based paper. Fine, that's
Okay, sir.
how this is going to happen.
Sir, it would be
sir,
of 40 marks.
Yes, of course. Yes,
Okay.
anyone else?
the theory paper, there will be MCQs, fill in the blanks, and question answers.
Later, I think you will get to know about the same when you will see the paper. Okay, the way the questions are there given in the back side of your book, in the same way you are going to get the paper also. Okay, and besides that, I want all of you to complete your book work and send it to me on my WhatsApp number.
Oh,
I've already shared the question and answers of the question and answers of the that uh, the question and answers of your book, the one that are given in your book. Okay, I've shared the question and answers of 4 chapters till now. So you guys have to complete all the question and answers in your book, and you have to take a snapshot and create a PDF file of that and send it to me on my WhatsApp number.
okay,
Okay.
sir.
And the question answers of this 6th chapter, I'm going to share it with you guys very soon. In total, we have completed 5 chapters: chapter 1, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5, and chapter 6. We have not done chapter 2 till now. Okay, we will be
Okay,
doing
sir.
it in the next
Okay,
half.
sir.
Okay,
Okay,
so thank you very
sir.
much for listening to me attentively, and
So there
uh,
are only 4 errors in the Excel.
yes, dear. There are many kinds of error, there are many kinds of error, but the thing is, in your book, there are only 4 errors given. Right?